Cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the steel setting, and a few moments ago their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down throw for Trask. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Let's get off the field. Mike 6. Mike 6. You better swing. Hey, check back, Mike 6.
Throwing, Trask. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
Trask again. He finds his man Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 32 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Trask now looks to throw on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Trask. That's swung out wide to Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, it's Trask. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive. Defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Trask. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Again, it's Harris. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Breaks through the contact. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him?
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Trask. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it's a 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Trask. And this is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You got 3 down. 51 to Mike. Watch the curl. Hey, Mike.
And going back to the air with Trask. And that's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Trask now. It's brought in by Harris. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the curl. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Watch the curl.
From the gun, Trask. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. He gets this one to Johnson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Setting to throw. Here's Trask. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, 20, 10. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Ray McCloud to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Ray McCloud. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Powers through him. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done. Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll try again. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bears 14, Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action now. Trask. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now Trask. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Boswell's kick is good. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is Jakeem Grant. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes. But the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They try again with Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his left. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 46 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Trask. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd and short yardage, Trask. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trask to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Bears are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Fields now to throw. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now Fields. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's McLeod on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do.
lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Throwing, Trask. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jakeem Grant. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. McLeod now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Trask now looks to throw on 1st down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. 7 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Trask. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's brought down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they go play action. Here's Trask. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Trask. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Complete to Juju Smith-Schuster. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Eluding the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 9, Trask. And now here's another interception. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So they were in field goal range, chance to go to overtime, got greedy going for the win. Do you think maybe on the sideline they felt compelled to go for that win?
Sometimes that's what happens because as a head coach, you have to take the pulse of your team. You have to know where you are and how they're feeling. And maybe he thought, we've got to win it right now. Overtime, we might not have anything left for that. So maybe that's why they went for it and pressed it.
Unfortunately, it backfired. McLeod now on the return. Running room at the 50. Look out. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you'd think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago.